everyone. I'm Emily, CEO and co-founder of Clearly AI. At Clearly AI, we automate security and privacy reviews for enterprises and regulated industries. So for a lot of these companies, they have complex security workflows that you have to go through in order to launch a new product to production. And we automate every single step of that process, from initial design review and iteration to threat modeling to secure code review. And we help companies like Rivian reduce their review backlog by up to 90% by increasing what used to take weeks to months to only a few hours. So what you'll see in this demo, if we can go to the next slide, is an example intake for secure code review of CDK code. So this is for a new QA service, and the developer opened up a ticket in their backlog saying, hey, here's all the code that we're updating, and we'll use that to kick off a threat model of the system. So you can see all the uploaded files here, and we'll select threat model of all of our review types and let it run. So what's happening here on the back end is we are doing chain of thought reasoning to understand what the application is doing and do a high level architecture explanation, architecture diagramming using C4 diagramming, data flow diagramming, and web sequence diagramming in order to really understand what the developer is building here. And we will then use all of that data flow information in order to pull out what the key threats are that an attacker might use to try to compromise the system. And when we think about the network exposure, authentication, authorization, all of those key pieces of security, we'll also look to see where the developer has already built in mitigations for some of these threats in order to reduce the risk. So we go through a process called STRIDE, spoofing, tampering, information disclosure, pieces like that in order to generate it. And then what I'm quickly showing you is that you can upload and customize this specifically for your company. So you can use company-based knowledge, files, FAQs, things like that. And you can even chat with all of that company-specific security knowledge directly in our chatbot. So you can ask questions like, what are the riskiest applications that I need to worry about as a security engineer, and be able to use that in order to determine what you should work on next. So we're calling a few different tools in the back end, searching the knowledge base, and getting additional information. And that is one of the ways that we keep it grounded and to prevent hallucinations. So what it's doing now is it first searched the knowledge base to see what our overall requirements are that might cause something to be higher risk. And then it's searching across all of the projects that we've reviewed in order to determine which projects would be considered the highest risk projects that we should focus on.